Good all, absolutely welcome back. I've got a kicker of a video for you. It's all to do with the forgotten Afrikaner Accord for self-determination that was signed between the Vryheidsfront Plus and the ANC in 1994. So basically what this accord is suggesting, or this agreement in layman's terms, is that the Afrikaner people has got the right to self-determination within South Africa. Now it's quite interesting because the only people that took up this offer was the folks, or the small little town of Urania. And you all know Urania if you are South African. It's about a population of 3,000 people. They are doing extremely good work. It is a only white town. They use their own labor. They speak only Afrikaans, and they only practices cultural Afrikaner things, as well as they practice being Christians, which most of white South Africans are. So it's quite interesting because yet again they are under attack. I'm going to play you a video, and for my international viewers it'll give you a bit more insight into what this town does and who they are. South Africans do know the story and the history. I know quite well, and I think this is the path forward for us as white South Africans. If you look at the current situation in South Africa, and once you've listened to this video as well, you'll understand that there is 100% proof that we can claim self-determination as Afrikaners in South Africa. The only thing is that the ANC and the Parliament will actually deny this agreement of the Afrikaner Accord to self-determination on a whole lot of technical points, and especially parties like the EFF denies white people to govern and rule over themselves. I've said this 100 times before, you that follow me, is that we as white South Africans, it's not that we don't like black people, and it's not like we hate them, but under the current circumstances, we are not able and willing to live under black rule anymore. And it's very simple. If you have the political party singing "Kill the Boer, kill the farmer," which by the way I am, and you get parliament members trying to defend this, you get the constitutional court that deems this okay to sing the song, that is evidence of the fact that you are being treated as a second-class citizen. Yet white South Africans contribute to the economy a lot. We do provide jobs to a lot of black South Africans. We produce businesses within the economy of South Africa that contributes towards taxes. A lot of our people work in senior positions, management positions, middle management, and even lower, and they all contribute towards the fiscus of South Africa. Yet we are treated as second-class citizens, and this is unacceptable. We really can't, as white South Africans, swallow this shit anymore, because it's crazy. If we are not called Neanderthals, we are told that we should be beaten with a stick like dogs, and that our language, we stole our language apparently now, and that we should be driven into the sea and we should be killed. That is absolute nonsense. Absolute nonsense. That is why white South Africans should start talking about the Afrikaner Accord. It's a valid document. It's a valid idea. And yes, the ANC will find 10,000 different reasons why this is invalid. And they'll catch us on some technical points. But the fact remains is that this is an agreement. Listen to the following video. Actually, they did quite good reporting for once. Please like, share and subscribe, and please comment as well. God bless.
A 1994 democracy trade-off that continues to be a thorn in the side for some in South Africa. On April 23rd in 1994, the then Freedom Front and ANC and the National Party signed the Accord on Afrikaner Self-Determination. It led to this settlement that has allowed the growth and expansion of Orania. The EFF says the continued existence of Orania, which is a state within a state, weakens unity in South Africa and is a ticking time bomb. This amid continued efforts by AfriForum to engage with U.S. President Donald Trump's government about the alleged plight of Afrikaners in South Africa.
Orania we might take it for granted, only to realize later that they will be the one that will destroy the unity of this country. And for that matter, we need to engage them to stop their nonsense that the reason they have Orania is for them to practice their culture and so forth. Why are they part of this legislature? Why are they part of councils? Why are they doing business with black people and say to us that they can't stay with us in their neighborhood? That's nonsensical. And as the EFF, we're going to engage the